even get to cross.
G'day everyone, this is Johnny G for another tutorial in Juggernaut Wars. Okay, this is a tutorial I don't really want to give because as you can see I have quite a number of heroes with 5 stars. I've got 13 heroes, in fact unsure about the other heroes with 4 to 1 stars, but not only that, my heroes are different compared to other people's, as in terms of the level. My current level is 62 and I have 95 or 96% of all my heroes equipment as well, which I know a lot of players don't have. So whatever advice I can give, I hope it'll help players out there, but for players that aren't going to watch right to the end of the video and see the team that I am currently using for my best attempt in the Trial of Death, my advice is to enchant all the equipment for the best teams, best squads that you're using in the arena or the Trial of Death, and also cave looting. Okay, so for my second and third team that I use, all those heroes have got their blue items enchanted at my current level, which is 62. It just adds to their power, their health and critical attacks. And also when I get to my next cap level as in levels where you will be equipping or can equip the next item for your characters, I'll have a look and possibly change my lineup. So every time you reach a cap level, you should always look at your current hero lineup and go, well, am I happy with that or should I change it? From my level 27 team, which is the first level that you can go into the Trial of Death, I've got a completely different team than I do now. So my next level for changing my equipment, promoting my heroes to orange +1 is level 63, and that's when I'll take a look at my heroes and decide if I'm going to stick with my current lineup or not. Okay, so let's run through the Trial of Death with a few team combinations that people use. As you can see here, it's a pretty good lineup until I reach round 6 and 7. It's just going to be impossible for me to pass at level 62. So the first lineup we're going to use, and bear in mind these heroes are not, they're all maxed out but they don't have enchanted equipment, all enchanted equipment, is the Lifesteal heroes. So I'm just having a look here. So my Lifesteal heroes are these heroes here. I'm going to take out the Elf and put in Harlequin Adele. Okay, so I think that is my strongest Lifesteal hero team, and if you have a look to see what I mean, just waiting for the lag. Okay, so for every hit these heroes are delivering, they're taking a little bit of life away from the enemy. So what you want to do is to have your heroes have as much health as possible going into the next round, and also have their heroes, I mistimed that, heroes boosted in their special equipment. So I said I mistimed the attack there on Demoness Liz's head. What I'm referring to is I could have saved that special attack for this third round. So this is one combination that players use. all heroes having lifesteal capabilities. Master Hideous is one of the best lifestealers because he, with his special attack, it hits all the other opponent's heroes and gives a massive boost of health to your lowest, to the hero with the lowest HP. As you can see here, I'm doing quite well, but round 1 to 4 were fairly easy, so it's not really a surprise to me how well it looks like I'm doing. Again, I mistimed that attack. I could use that in the next round, but it probably was a good thing because Drowned Samara had used a special attack and would have killed my Master Hideous. Oh, nice recovery there by my Master Hideous. If you're noticing, he was almost... Oh, and as you saw there, there's a bit of recovery from Ninja Migu when she used a special attack on Drowned Samara, but that didn't help her as we go into round 6. Okay, a little bit of surprise there. I didn't expect this team to get this far into it. Okay, so with this current lineup, I got 26 heroes. I defeated 26 heroes. So that was my Lifesteal team. So if you want to have a look at my Lifesteal team again, it was these heroes here. So the heroes that I got that have max equipment, enchanted equipment, are these heroes. So it does make a lot of difference. Okay, the next team I'm going to use are the Exilers and Freezers. So Brian, Drowned Samara, will exile heroes at the very start of the round. Crystalloid Vern will stun, and also Assassin Barbosa, he does a bit of a stun, I guess. And my final freezer would be Ice Queen Niga. I forgot the name, I apologize. Okay, I believe that is the team players are using, and this is a team that players like to use from level 27 to maybe level 45, I guess. Okay, so at high levels, I don't really rate this team. If you're going to go in with this strategy, I believe you also need a healer somewhere on your team, just to give that extra health as you get into the next round. As you can see, Barbosa does have a bit of a lifesteal. He used to be my go-to hero in the lower ranks, but his health is just too minimal to keep pace with the high ranks. So already it's round 3 and he's gone. So what I don't like about this strategy is when you exile the 2 heroes with Drowned Samara and Brian, their health is for Brian, he doesn't do any extra health. But with Drowned Samara, she does do a little bit of a health. She's lifesteal, I guess. Okay, so that's it. I only got 15. I didn't have a healer on my side, but as you saw there, it really isn't a good strategy as you get into the higher levels. Okay, so my next team I am going to use is the team that I use for my best attempt. But before we get into that, I'm just going to show you some other combinations that players like to use just for a bit of fun, I guess. People like to use the all-girl attack, which is quite funny. We could do that. It does work on the lower levels, especially if you got the healer in there. Another combination people use is an all-front attack, which, you know what, we can try that. We can try an all-front team. Again, it's going to be different with players out there. They might be versing a very strong lineup or a very weak lineup. It all depends. So this is, with my team, my very best all-front lineup. I wouldn't recommend a rear lineup. Before we go in the all-front lineup, let's do an all-rear lineup because I know they're not going to last so long. Just to show you what I mean, we're going to use... Yeah, I don't really like using Brian. I prefer Drowned Samara because Brian, I believe, he just tickles the opponent with his multi-damage. So all the heroes I'll put in here have multi-damage capabilities, or their specials affect the multis, the opponent's team. Okay, so players have used this lineup before and it has worked. I've seen it has worked in the old version of the Trial of Death. One of the reasons I don't recommend using this lineup is simply because the rear heroes don't have as much health as your front heroes. But as you can see here, they do have a very powerful attack. I'm using heroes that do multi-damage that affects all the opponent's heroes with their special attacks. Okay, here we go. So I'm expecting to take out at least 3 heroes here if I'm lucky. And that is it for me. Nice. Okay, here we go. So Drowned Samara will have one more life special in her. And she should probably die here. Okay, I was a little surprised with that. Head to head with Chris Lloyd Verne, she should be able to beat him. Just because she has Lifesteal and Chris Lloyd Verne doesn't. There she goes, skipping into round 5, and there she goes, dead. Okay, they did quite well. I was a little surprised, but yet again, I did use heroes that were capable of attacking all the opponents. So that's another lineup you can use. Like I said, I don't recommend it. It did work well for me for some reason. I'm not sure why. I guess because of the lineup I was facing. Okay, so before I get into my best team, I'm going to use an all frontal lineup. Just waiting for the lag. little bit surprised how slowly they're getting through round 1. I guess they're also facing a team that has 4 front and 1 rear in the squad. Bit of an overkill for my Demoness Liz head, and unfortunately there was no... Oh, I really needed to save that. So it looks like my rear team attack is going to do a lot better than my front team attack. I guess it's also to do with timing and the heroes used. My Barbosa at this stage is just very weak, even though he has max special equipment or max enchanted equipment. Oh, nice one. So I got 6 heroes here to attack Magician Rykron. Ah, it's back down to 5. Nice freeze Barbosa. He nullified the Brian's attack. Again, I just mistimed the attack from Ninja Migu. She really needed it this round, but I think we'll just take out 1 hero and that's about it. One. Not enough. Okay, they just did one better than my rear team. So my rear squad. Okay, so this is my final result. Sorry, my final attack. As you can see, it cost me 40 gems, but why not? And this is the current team that I'm using now. It consists of 3 healers and 2 front heroes that are quite strong. I like using Demoness Lizette because of her temptation, and she is quite strong, and also Crystalloid Vern. If you back him up with some healers, especially with Master Hideous, he is it's quite a good combination. We can take a look at the... No, I keep doing that. Take a look at the stats of Crystalloid Vern, just to give you an idea. As you can see, his health points are nearly on 2000 with his enchanted equipment, and also Demoness Lizette, her health points are fairly up there. She is the strongest. She's almost the 2nd strongest out of my current lineup, which is quite sad. I wish I had Beastborn Warrior, or even Samurai Yasi or Hannah's Inquisitor at a high level. I'm sure I would be swapping her out. But her temptation is a very valuable skill, especially if you can tempt a opponent healer. Then you might be able to heal your team. Okay, here we go. This is what I think is the best lineup. If I can get all my timing right, I'm aiming for 28 kills. Oh, nice miss there by Giant IG. join Ig, not too sure. There we go, so we've now tempted the opponent's Hannah, who's almost full on her health. I'm going to use the heal from my Cassandra. Nice. Shut down on Magician Raikri before he could use his special attack. So normally now I would be using my auto attack, but I just need to be a little bit more smart because you want to have as much health on your heroes before you go into that next round. So as you can see here, all my heroes now are nearly on maximum health. Oh, nice one. Oh, that was very close there. Almost lost my my guard languid. It's quite interesting. This might not even be my best attempt. Again, I just had a little bit of missed timing, but it's probably a good thing. Very close that was. So I'm just going to turn auto on for everyone. There we go. Round 5, taken out one of the enemy heroes as well. And nearly all my heroes are on full health, except for Guard Langrid. Whoa, very big shutdown there. Okay, probably mistimed that again. Oh no! I was not expecting that. Okay, so it looks like my best attempt team was not my best attempt team. It was, like I said, it's all to do with timing. And that's it. I am very disappointed in that. And we couldn't go back in and see, it just automatically went to there. So there you go, it's up to you. It's very interesting to see that. I got some decisions to make. Do I go with a Lifesteal team for my next attempt until my next cap round? As you can see there, the heroes were a little bit, they performed a little bit better. They got 28 kills. Having 3 healers on your team, unfortunately, the attacks are also a little bit blunted because Cassandra doesn't have a massive attacking power. Her special ability is multi-heal, which heals all your heroes. Guard Langrid does have a multi-heal as well, but he does inflict a little bit of damage on your opponent's heroes. So quite interesting, as you saw. My best team is actually my Lifesteal team, and also Barbosa was in that team, which, like I said, at this stage I don't normally rate, but he did quite well. So I hope that's helped someone out there. Rewind if you need to. I know it's a long video, but unfortunately we could not see the results of which was the best team. You'd have to go through and have a look at the video on Rewind yourself. Okay, if you like what you see, please subscribe to Johnny G, and until next time.